YouTube viewers. In this particular video, and we're going to be talking about the Mann Whitney U test. And what we're going to do is we're going to write a program in Python to prove it. And what the Mann Whitney U test does is it compares the median of two independent groups. So when we write this program, the first thing that we need to do is we need to import the libraries that we're going to use to actually write the program. So the first library that we're going to import is NumPy as NP, which is a numeric library that also creates NumPy arrays. And then we're going to import Pandas as PD, which is a data processing library, which also creates data frames and series. And then we're going to import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT, which is a visualization library. And from scipy.stats, we're going to import Mann Whitney U. So scipy is Python's scientific library, and stats is the statistical module within scipy. And then Mann Whitney U is the model in that statistical module. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to simulate independent group data. And the way we do that is the first thing we want to do is we want to set our seed. And the reason why we set our seed is so every time you run the program, it's going to initialize to the same values. And that's why you set your seed. So you set your seed by typing np.random.seed and any number that you want within the brackets. So we're going to define the variable group1 equals np.random.normal, and a normal is a normal distribution, brackets 50, 5, 30. So basically your mean is 50, your standard deviation is 5, and your sample size is 30. And on group 2, it's np.random.normal, brackets 55-5-30. So again, you have a mean of 55, a standard of deviation of 5, and a sample size of 30. We're going to perform the Mann Whitney U test. So stat, p-value equals Mann Whitney U, brackets group 1, group 2, alternative equals two-sided. So we're going to print the test results of the Mann Whitney U test statistic and the p-value. So we come down here. So your Mann Whitney U test statistic is 186 and your p-value is 0. And the p-value being 0 means that the null hypothesis would have to be rejected if you were checking a null hypothesis. Now we're going to combine the data into a data frame for visualization purposes. So data equals pd.dataframe, brackets, curly brackets, value, np.concatenate group 1, group 2, group, group 1 times len group 1 plus group 2 times len group 2. And then we're going to plot the distributions. So plt.figure, brackets, fig size equals 6, 4, data equals box plot. So we're going to build a box plot. And then brackets by equals group, column equals value, grid equals false, patch equals true, box props equals dict, brackets, face color equals light blue. And then plt.title is comparison of group distributions. You have a subtitle that isn't going to be used. plt.xlabel is group, plt.ylabel is value, plt.grid, brackets, axis equals y, line style equals dash, alpha equals 0.7. So we're going to add a test result for annotations is plt.text brackets 1.5 comma data square brackets value comma max brackets -2 comma p value equals, and then this HA equals center, font size equals 12, color equals red. And it has a tight layout, and we're going to show it. And now what we're going to do is we're going to create a histogram to plot the distributions for another perspective. plt.figure brackets big size equals 6 comma 4, plt.hist brackets group 1 comma bins equals 10 comma alpha equals 0.7 comma label equals group 1 comma color equals blue. Then another histogram, plt.hist brackets group 2 comma bins equals 10 comma alpha equals 0.7 comma label equals group 2 comma color equals orange. The title is histogram of group distribution. X label is value, Y label is frequency. You get a legend. Your grid is axis equals Y, comma, line style equals dash, comma, alpha equals 0.7. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look at the charts that we have created. So here's the box plot for group 1 and group 2. And so you can see that the median in group 1 is less than 50. It's more like 47, 48, 49. And the median in group 2 is 55. And so there is a difference between the mean and the median. The mean is an average, whereas the median is the center. So, and then we've got the histogram. And so you can see that you've got group 1, which has a mean of 50, and group 2, which has a mean of 55. So we created two different graphs to give you a different perspective on this Wilcoxon Mann U test. So that concludes this video. The next video we will be talking about another non-parametric test. So I hope that you decide to watch it.